Hello, 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 and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are going to be seeing if I can still pilot Absol box if it has pretty much all of its old supporters removed, which means no Iono, and I am, of course, playing the post-rotation format here on TCG Live. So I'm going to be playing the Champions League Fukuoka list that won. Of course, there is no Meowth as Perfect Order has not been released, so I just upped the count of Dark Energy, and I did throw in an additional Ciphermaniacs. But let's go through the deck list, kind of show you guys exactly what we're working with here. We do got 3 Munkidori, still 2 Absol, 2 Kangaskhan. Back into Teal Mask Ogerpon as Energy Acceleration because we do not have TM Turbo Energize anymore. 2 Latias. I'm assuming it's just because you don't want to prize Latias. Clefairy for Dragapult. Bloodmoon Ursaluna needs no introduction. Psyduck for Dragapult. Cornerstone Mask, Ogerpon. I almost wonder if you can do without this at some point, but that's something we'll have to see and find out. I'm just going to go with the list as written. And of course, Fezandipiti. For supporters, Cyrano, of course, EX Search is great. Crispin, more energy acceleration, just means we're going to need to go Teal Dance plus Crispin, and then we basically get to go. Boss's Orders, Brock Scouting to find some basic Pokemon, Ciphermaniacs, pull any cards I need off the top, Energy Switch, 4 of them, because Energy Switch is a broken card. I ran 2 in Seattle, and anyone who thinks that you should run less can fight me. 2 Night Stretcher for recovery, 1 Pokégear, Unfair Stamp as the A spec of choice, Area 0 Underdepths, Lilies, just 1, and Ultra Ball. So let us see exactly what we have going. All right, we're going first against a Blaziken, and I did see 2 mulligans earlier, which appears to be Mega Charizard EX. So we did pull into Ciphermaniacs, which does mean we can kind of do some shenanigans. I think I am just going to go ahead and pitch off an Area 0 and an Energy here and just start drawing some cards with Cypher. Just start drawing cards. I think we do have a little bit of time to get set up here. And then just we have Cypher for next turn, and Mist Energy is always nice to see. So we'll just go ahead and pass to our opponent. Battle Cage exists, of course, which is going to be frustrating, dealing with Munkidori, and our opponent is just going to find all of this fire energy in their deck, pretty much. Only 4. TM Evolution no longer exists, so that's a little helpful at least. Alright, so I think now what we're going to do is we're just going to want to get the rest of our board set up here. I almost wonder if I want to go this turn, just go for Ogerpon plus Dark Energy attach, and then next turn we have Crispin for just guaranteed Claw Darkness and also an extra energy. Yeah, I think that's probably good. For Candy Blaziken, of course. It's actually kind of an interesting play we could make on this next turn. It does involve us having to find a second Munkidori, but we can get Terminal Period off on this next turn. Ooh, it's going to cross over, honestly. Yes, he is. Never mind, that no longer works. Now, can't attack on this next turn, so I think I might just go Claw Darkness on this coming turn here. Realistically, I should have promoted Kang. Oopsies. Me playing too fast. Let's go ahead and go for Energy, plus Grass Energy. Go Grass to hand. Dark goes to the Absol. We'll go ahead and I think we'll just go Dancing Away. just to kind of get stuff started. I'll think just Energy Switch it over to Kangaskhan and get things ready over there. And Claw of Darkness and rip out the most impactful card of my opponent's hand, which I believe in this case is just going to be the Ultra Ball. Pulls down right off the top, of course. Now the nice thing is we do kind of get a choice next turn about how we want to deny our opponent resources off this next Claw of Darkness. It probably looks like they want to get Zoroark set up here, but we are just going to go probably next turn just immediately discard their Blaziken EX. Just really deny him as many resources as we can. Cannot attack this turn, crucially. I think at this point we do want to establish a Munkidori in play. So let's grab ourselves a monkey. We'll Cyrano just to thin. Grab ourselves a Fez, a Bloodmoon, and a Fairy, I think. No, we'll just grab an Ogerpon. Just, call those into hand just for thinning, and Claw of Darkness. Now, the correct answer here is to absolutely just discard the Blaziken into Oblivion. Just say, hey, you need to have a draw into Night Stretcher to be happy. Top deck's Fez. Nice. We can also get Kangaskhan ready. Oh, he grabs Petrol. He's gonna grab a Night Stretcher, I would assume. Yep. How'd I know? Wild concept. Now the good news is we should still be able to take the knockout over these next two turns, because either he doesn't take the knockout on the Absol with the Blaziken, or we swing in with into the Blaziken with Absol with Claw Darkness and then followed up with Kang on the following turn. And that's an Itchy Paw, which would be very interesting choice, in all honesty. Very curious, but I see the Spirit on Blaziken probably attached. I would assume the Charmander if he has an attachment for turn. Smolder Salts away. He can't attack on his next turn. Oh, would you look at that? How useful. We're just going to take a knockout onto that dude that's on the bench there. Thank you for the free prize card, sir. And I do think we'll also get ready for the follow-ups. Just get everything nice and benched. Claw Darkness. And we pitch off his Mega Charizard Y. It should, in theory, really limit him on this next turn. Oricorio is very helpful for see. The nice thing is no revenge swing. We'll absolutely just get Kangaskhan set up for next turn and Claw Darkness again. Now, if I was him, I would be Smolder Salting onto the bench Charmeleon just to get an energy on there. You've got... they really have no reason not to, in my opinion. And it just seems like you don't want to be behind on the energy. Yeah, I imagine that's what we're going to see here. No, goes to the Oricorio instead. Interesting. I wonder why. I feel like it would have been much better to go to the Charmander to try to get, or Charmeleon to try to get set up for either Explosion Y or Inferno X. Because this is getting knocked out. Am I going to get steady fire breathing? I am, apparently. Odd. Interesting. I did not expect to get steady fire breathing. So let's just pretty much guarantee a win. What's his line now? I mean, is he just gonna try to draw into everything he needs off Fez and a single trade? Because he can't take 4 prizes in 1 turn. I think no matter what, I should have gained next turn. Yeah, because even if he swings into Absol here, he just gets revenge knocked out by Kang. I'm pretty sure this is just a checkmate board state. He would need to pull pretty much into a rare candy Mega Charizard to not lose. That's not going to do it either. Yeah, there we go. Indeed, checkmate. Alright, going second into a Cynthia's Garchomp. We start Ursaluna, which sucks, but we do also start with Cyrano in our opening hand, which is great. Just means that we can start actually playing the Pokemon trading card game, thankfully. Now the question is here, do we go, I think we just go into these 3. And I think I care a little bit less about having a Teal Mask this initial turn. Just in case we are just going to attach the there, I think. Let it be what it may be. We'll say the lack of Turbo Energize, it does make this deck a little bit harder to pilot. But, you know, it seems like it's kind of making sense as I kind of move forward with it. Champion's Call, of course, being very, very consistent. Yeah, they're going to have a board state. That's a lot of Roselias. Basically have a turn. And I'm pretty sure on that turn, I do not want to end with a Mega Kangaskhan EX in the active. You know, it would be great if I could draw into a Dark Energy, or if I could run Aaron into a Dark Energy, just so that I can go Crispin Claw Darkness on this initial turn. That'd just be great. I'd love that. Because having a fighting type weakness in the active against a Cynthia's Garchomp is not very fun, in all honesty. Hey, look, a Darkness Energy. Speak and ye shall receive, I suppose. What'd you draw on that, Lily's Determination? Some stuff. Hey, look, a Neo Upper Energy. I love discarding the pink card. Now, the annoying part is that I don't have any Munkidoris. I mean, I can get it off Brock Scouting. But the annoying thing is I don't have a second Energy Switch to get to 6 damage counters on there, unless I just top deck another Dark Energy, which would be amazing and wonderful, and I would love to do that. So, manifesting another Dark Energy pull off the top would be great. Although I do think I just die to a Draconic Buster here, which would be really unfortunate, to say the least. Yeah, I absolutely die to a Draconic Buster here, but then they have no kind of play much after that and all that. But, I mean, obviously, I think we just, after that, move into playing for Teal Mask, the Teal Mask handle. What? Cross on game with this card? I do like that I haven't seen any sort of attachment of a Cynthia's Power Wave. That is great. I'd also love it if they just don't Draconic Buster this turn. If they don't Draconic Buster this turn, I'm infinitely more happy. But it is very nice getting to rip the Neo Upper out of their hand, preventing another Draconic Buster. Don't like the fact that I'm about to give up 3 prize cards, though. It's 30 more damage. It's 30 more damage. That's a lot of Pokepads. But all 4? No, it's just 3. Digging hard. Alright. So I would love it if I could draw into a grass energy here. That would be cool and good, some would say. That is an unfair stamp, which I do kind of like to see. Especially with my opponent having a 12 card hand. And we don't have another Teal Mask! No! Ah! That sucks. Okay. Well, we can at least start working with some stuff here. Let's just get the board state a little bit more established and play stamp. Unfair by name, unfair by nature. I, however, very much dislike the lack of fighting energy. Or grass energy. And, well, Ogerpon for that matter. Now, I need to just not die, so I think we have to go retreat into Munkidori and give up one prize, if anything. Regardless, it's going to be pretty hard for them to get an attack off this turn. Setting them down to 2 cards should help a lot with that. Corkscrew Dive is a very good attack. The fail is nice. You just kind of have to hope on this next turn they don't have a way to go Energy Boss. Because Energy Boss, I think, just loses me the game on the spot. We definitely Ciphers and stack Grass Energy on the top. Yeah, we just do. I am going to retreat just to see how much damage I'm doing before I commit my attach return on Teal Mass. Because if I can, I'd like to... Okay, it's doing 300, so I do need to attach. Even though I would like to attach to Absol instead. Kind of just have to do what you have to do. Let's then... Hey, where were you? I needed you. Oh! Do you run out of energy? Well, I'll take that. Going second into a Mega Venusaur, my beloved. Once again, we are starting Bloodmoon, which is not what you want to see, but in this case, I don't think it's terrible because we're not going to be playing with Absol much this, if at all. We're just going to be playing a Kangaskhan game. Yeah. It is nice that they can't bind down this Bloodmoon. That would be really, really bad. And also nice that they don't do. I do like that a lot. Alright, let's get some more cards, shall we? I do think we also are going to get a Munkidori ready. Stretcher, I think. We have that ready for next turn. You just kind of go Crispin to Darkness Grass, Crispin to the Monkey, and just start swinging it with Kang. I don't like him getting Meganium up this early. if I can pull into Energy Boss, I might just do that. Although the nice thing is they don't really have charge, which is very good to see against Mega Venusaur. Because the more energy they have in play, the more damage they can slam. I feel like they're in a really tough spot because I don't think they really want to lose any of these Pokemon. They can swing for a lot into Kangaskhan, but that basically guarantees that the Kangaskhan dies. So they might just do, which I think would be pretty smart. Yep. Alright. Let's run errands first, because if we just get Energy Boss, we take it. We don't, but we are going to bump that stadium. This Darkness. Fast to hand, Darkness to Kangaskhan, and Teal Dance. I think, also just going to go attach for turn here, because if I can put... This can become really threatening when my opponent has their own Meganium in play. Just because it makes it really, really hard. It makes it so they have to do a real lot to deal with it. Bossor is really nice. Oh, if they just swing in with that. They need 4 energy to get there. Because next turn, if I can just go boss KO on the Ogerpon, I genuinely might go use 2 E-switches to just guarantee that if I have to. Them shoving Bulbasaur in the active doesn't make a lot of sense to me, though. I feel like you want to shove Ogerpon. Because Bulbasaur, you would have to commit to either a Jungle Dump or a... There's just a lot you would have to commit to in order to take the knockout. Or even just retreat. I definitely don't hate next turn just committing 2 energy switches in a boss. This shouldn't be enough. It's exactly enough. That's not good. Excuse me. I don't want that one. I want to get this one instead. And pray we draw into the fighting energy. Oof, that's not the fighting energy. But we can still shove this in the active. And just force them to gust around it. Because it basically just comes down to if they are playing the Regigigas, which I don't even know if Regigigas is post-rotation legal. Bind down. Bind down. The damage will immediately be getting Munkidori to the game. Beautiful. Alright, let us grab a second Munkidori here. And Cypher for the fighting energy to the top. Grab the fighting energy, and we will grab an area 0 to deal with a countered stadium. Trying to bring the 20 damage over to Meganium here. We also say, I'm going to stamp you if you dust around this. Now, sadly, we will deck out first, but I don't think it's going to come to that situation. And now we start demolishing. It'd be really funny if I attached it to the wrong Pokemon. Now, the annoying thing is the smartest thing to do in this situation, if you are this player, is to Solar Beam, because I have nothing if you can deal with this Cornerstone. My only other out is to just Night Stretcher it back, and I've already used one of my Night Stretchers. So if this player is smart, they want to get into this Meganium and just swing into the active, because I can't do anything. Except I can Bloodmoon. If I can get this, if I can take this knockout, I can Bloodmoon. But they need to draw into Mega Venusaur right now. Let's see if they will do the correct thing, which is to attack with their Meganium. Will they do the correct play? Are they retreating into Meganium? That will determine. That will give them the game, pretty much. No, they're not. They're just gonna Razor Leaf. Or no. Oh, looks like they're just getting Jungle Dump ready. But why are they not swinging with Meganium? That just wins them the game on the spot. This is what I think a lot of Mega Venusaur players are worried about, is just like, I mean, unless he's gonna pull a second Meganium. The Mega Meganium. Yes. That will in fact do it. That would do it. And I get stamped. I mean, ultimately, he really could have just attacked with Meganium and then won the game immediately. Now, I believe he only needs to put 3 of these energy on there. Now what I am going to do is I am going to just attempt to pull a confusion play off. Even though it'll just, I still lose, and I get the confusion play, nice. I do still just kind of lose on the spot here, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Well played, sir. Can't win them all. Well played indeed to all my opponents. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy this kind of content, please make sure to leave a like and help me out. And also, I did receive some comments on the last video saying that people wanted to see more TCG vlogs. Well, it just so happens to be that I happen to have a lot of really old vlogs that I recorded from way back when that I never edited. If you guys want to see me do a commentary over them, or even just edit them and upload them, leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to do it for you, because it was honestly really fun to record that Seattle video, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you guys have shown on the Seattle vlog. With that being said, my name is MCD, and I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!